Hey YouTube, welcome to our end of fall
Spooktacular.
Spooktacular.
Because it's Halloween.
Do you get it?
We're wearing costumes as promised. So you could. I'm a skeleton. John's a skeleton. We
got it.
We didn't paint our faces.
We don't have to explain it to you guys. You guys are smart.
Yeah.
You're wearing a new location. We're on location today. We're filming on location.
Trick or treat night.
We are going to review 3 fall beers. These will be our last beers for fall.
Mm-hmm.
We have our, it says, it's from Buffalo Bill's Brewery, America's Original Pumpkin Ale. This is actually the last of our, last of our Mix and Match 6-pack. We have Nasferatu from the Great Lakes Brewing Company.
Donated by his brother.
And we have Shipyard Pumpkin Ale. Alright?
Alright, and for dessert, we also made these pumpkin chocolate chip cookie sandwiches. And that is from Life, Love, and Sugar. So, exciting. So, shall we get into the treats?
We shall. So, could you hand me those glasses?
We don't have wine glasses today, guys. We have normal people glasses.
We're going to make do with what we have.
Yeah.
Alright?
So this is what?
This is the Buffalo Bill's America's Original Pumpkin Ale.
So this is a fat little label, little bottle here. A nice little illustration, but nothing fancy. I'm giving it a 1.5. I don't think it's that great of a label.
Yeah, it's kind of a classic.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing.
I think this is the second pumpkin ale I've ever had. It smells good.
Yeah, it has a little bit of a hint of a cinnamon, pumpkin-y.
Yeah.
Kind of smell, a hint.
Yeah, I smell pumpkin, I smell cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
Baking spice is good.
I couldn't stop.
All right.
Sorry.
Let's try it.
I don't know if I like this. It's a weird bitter.
Interesting.
It tastes like shoes.
I don't pick up on the shoes. Well, let me see if it says there's any shoes on the label.
Ugh. This is not my favorite.
No, it says ale brewed with real pumpkin and natural spice flavor.
No
No
shoes?
shoes. Yeah. What time of year did they come out with the shoe ales?
I don't know.
You're right. Anyway, what she's talking about, it tastes a little stale.
It has like almost smoky, but like bad smoky. Oh.
It's strong. Kind of tastes. It probably isn't, but
I don't know why I'm drinking this.
It sort of tastes like barrel aged almost.
Ugh.
Do you get any?
I get shoe.
Do you get any fall flavors besides shoe? Yeah, it does have a strong kind of tannic taste to it. Interesting.
It's kind of over. Ew.
What?
What is that? Beer. What are you?
Maybe there's just something in the glass.
I didn't see anything. Let's investigate.
We have confirmed there is something hard and weird that came out of that beer. So,
could be problematic. Could be why I think it tastes awful.
In the interest of moving
like
on,
shoes.
I'm going to give that a 0 out of 5.
0 out of 5 is delightful for me. I'm dumping this right now.
See after the jump cut. Alright.
Alright, so we're cleansing our palates with fall-themed Hershey Kisses, because it's only right.
So, I'm going to speak a little bit into Buffalo Bill's defense. I have heard about whenever home brewers add spices, sometimes they get some kind of weird sediment in it.
That's all sediment.
It tasted pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
It tasted bad. Anyway.
But Hershey Kisses are good.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt that was a bad batch. The good news is, for the Shipyard Brewing Company,
so I love
that the bar is super low.
Okay, so I actually did a tour of this brewery when I was with my parents on vacation one year.
Now, this is in Maine.
In Maine, yeah. It was very cool. And I remember buying this in a 6-pack. They did like a mix and match. So I've had this one before, and it's good. I love the label. So this is the Headless Horseman again.
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel like that might be a statue somewhere. I don't know.
But look, it's supposed to be like a Headless Horseman esque, but he's holding a beer.
He is.
Which that last the last one we did with the Headless Horseman, he wasn't doing that.
Ichabod.
So props to this.
So,
I like
how would
this
you rate
label.
this?
I'm giving it a 5. I think it's fun, it's bright, and it's just all around a good label.
Now, I've been drinking my way through a 6-pack of just these for the past week and a half because that was all the pumpkin ales that the local store had left. So, let's give this a try. Like I said, the standards are very low after the last one.
Yeah, that last one was horrible.
So one thing I've been noticed as I've been drinking this beer is that it does not retain a head for very long.
Let's watch.
Well, actually, it looks pretty good. Maybe because we poured that pretty. So this is crystal clear.
Yes,
see
no,
right
no
through that
sediment
baby.
in here, right? No.
Smells like kind of a fall-themed potpourri.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's a good description, I'd say.
All right. All right, so
that's better.
it is very sweet.
Yeah.
I think you're either going to love this pumpkin ale or hate it because you really cannot taste the beer through it.
No, it's very interesting. It's a very unique taste, I think, in terms of a pumpkin beer.
I think this is on par with pumpkin and beers like that.
I just had that the other day.
It's very sweet. It's very festive. So if you're in the mood for it, you'd like it. This isn't my kind of thing. I like it. It's not my kind of thing.
I like it. It's my kind of thing.
All right, so this would be a very interesting one to compare to other pumpkin ales because some you can taste a lot more beer and some you just taste kind of the spices. I don't taste any pumpkin in this. I just taste spices.
I taste spices, not pumpkin.
This is like getting a pumpkin spice latte only cold.
Okay to me for this. I don't need it to be like hitting me over the head with a pumpkin.
This, I think, is a great beer for a Halloween party because
easy to drink.
Yeah, it's sweet,
Real
easy to drink. You can tip a few back, no problem.
Yeah.
So for a pumpkin ale, this is not the kind of pumpkin ale I like. I would say I personally cannot drink more than one of these because it's so sickeningly sweet. So I'm going to give this a 2 out of 5 for a pumpkin ale.
For a pumpkin ale, I'll give it a 3.5. Okay.
Now for a beer, I would say if you wanted a beer, you would not want this because it is so. It's just it tastes. It's like drinking a cold pumpkin spice latte that has alcohol in it.
I actually prefer this over Starbucks pumpkin spice latte.
I believe you.
I find them disgusting.
Well, actually, no, the flavors are good. It's just not beery. So I would probably give this a 1 out of 5 when comparing it to all other beers. But you might like it. It's up to you.
I'm giving it a 3.5 across the board.
Okay.
I can't push it to 4, but 3.5 I think is a good rating. So
let's move on
to our last beer.
Last beer.
All right.
See you after the jump. We're back. Our last beer for the evening. This is the main event, if you ask me. This is Great Lakes Nasferatu. So take a look at that label. I mean,
terrifying.
Looks like the movie poster, Nasferatu.
I'd be afraid to buy it.
I'm going to go ahead and read what's on it.
Also, I would give the label a 4 because that's a pretty great label.
Mm-hmm. So this says the beer with bite. Okay.
Oh, they're so clever.
So it says aptly named after the notorious German vampire from the 1920s. Our Imperial Red Ale is highly hopped and rich with flavor, yet remarkably balanced from start to finish. In keeping with the Bavarian purity law of 1516, this beer is traditionally brewed from all natural ingredients, barley, hops, yeast, and water. No chemicals and preservatives are used. It has an 8% ABV. It says best served at 50 degrees. We're drinking it quite a bit cooler than that. We just took it out of the refrigerator.
That's fine.
It also says up here, our Nasferatu has a bit of a bite and is coincidentally named after the legendary vampire of the 1920s film era. Vampire Pro. I guess that means like pro tip. They live without lights, which really helps to conserve energy. Vampire Con, that whole sleeping in coffins thing. Let's stick to making beer, guys. I mean, come on.
That's fun.
Come on. It's no, there's sauerkraut in my lederhosen. I repeat, there's sauerkraut in my lederhosen.
I like the quotes. I think the quotes are fun. And I think these little fun facts are equally fun. I think they're a pro to this beer.
Let's drink beer.
John says that when he doesn't know what else to say.
There is the Great Lakes cap.
Mm-hmm. This is our second Great Lakes.
This is our second after our first episode, that Marzen, which was incredible. I loved it.
That was so long ago.
We were just kids.
We didn't even... No one didn't know what we were doing?
I can smell it. It smells really good. Get a good head on that, baby.
Oh, it's like cheese.
Alright, so remember this is a red ale.
Oh! Ugh. I don't know if I like the smell.
Imperial Red Ale is the style.
I smell fruit in this.
It's very hoppy. Yeah, it smells a little fruity smell.
It's like apricot-y. I mean, that's what I smell.
It smells pretty good. I think it smells delicious. It
Almost
smells
peach, too. A little peach, a little apricot.
And a little bready.
Some citrusy notes, I guess.
Very hoppy. Alright, let's give her a try. Wow.
This is not my kind of beer.
That after the Shipyard.
It's like, they're like polar opposites.
Complete opposites.
This is like...
What's great about...
Dark.
What's great about Great Lakes beers is they have... Yeah, just that aftertaste. Is they have their ales, and as in like their regular pale ales and their lagers, they have so much flavor in them. You think they're IPAs, even though they're not. This tastes like an IPA, in my opinion. Oh.
I'm batting like 1 for 3 tonight, but that's okay.
What do you think? What are your thoughts on it? Let's slow down for a second and talk about this. This is a different kind of beer. This isn't pumpkin beer. This isn't pumpkin spiced beer.
I know.
An Imperial Red Ale.
It has a weird...
So the color on that, it looks kind of a dark red.
It's very red to me. It might not show with that green.
Yeah, it has a somewhat creamy head on the very top with bigger bubbles along the sides.
Something about it's a little off-putting on the aftertaste.
It's very strong beer.
Specifically.
This beer is like having a meal. And at 8% ABV. Makes sense.
I mean, it definitely has a bite. I mean, that's not just them being
has a
cute.
Bite.
With
a little bit of a warm alcohol feeling as it goes down. It's definitely a hearty beer you'd want to drink.
I have to take small sips. I feel like
like
it's too much if you do like a big gulp and then you're like, oh my god, what did I just do?
But this is a nice beer for like sitting outside when it's cold.
Like we did
it's kind of warming.
Just now?
Yeah. But like it's kind of warming and it's good. I like it. I think this tastes delicious. But it's very strong. This I would not bring to your Halloween party unless it's a beer snob Halloween party. If it's a beer snob Halloween party, don't invite us unless there's some awesome desserts. Am I right?
We're not snobby about desserts.
No, we certainly aren't. When you see one of the desserts we're going to show you today. All right, so so how would we rate this? I don't know how many Imperial Red Ales I've had. I'll compare this to a regular ale, to a I want to say pale ale, but it's not really.
I feel like it's vaguely growing on me, but I still don't like it that much. Like I it's not like the worst. This is definitely not worse than.
You'd have to be in the mood for it, right?
Frigging this guy.
Yeah.
Like ugh, awful.
Yeah, you can tell this tastes strong because it's supposed to taste strong. That tasted
because that was
off.
bad.
Yeah,
that was bad. But this is like, I don't know.
Well, I'm glad that we had 3 very different beers.
Oh my god, they were wildly different.
Yeah. I think this, the way it was supposed to be, was probably a middle-of-the-road, New England-style pumpkin ale. This was sort of the Shipyard was kind of the newer kind of super sweet, sugar and cinnamon on the rim.
This has been around for a while,
Shipyard.
though. It's been a couple years, because when I was in Maine was like 4.
Right, but pumpkin ales like this have been being brewed since the founding of America, and then this is like a completely just like in your face craft beer experience. So
yeah, I don't know. This is not like for me personally. It's just not something that I would want to drink more of. But I'm not saying it's awful. I'm saying it's not to my personal taste.
That's okay. I would say this is to my personal taste.
I would give it a 2.
But even I was not ready for how much flavor that the Nasferatu is going to have. It's pretty darn good. I'm going to give this a well, what 2 out of what?
Out of 5.
We don't know because of imperial red ales. So we'll just do it out of all beer.
Well, that's what I was saying. I'm giving it a 2 because I couldn't. I don't know. I can't see myself drinking.
It doesn't fit or taste. It fits mine. I'm going to
Nope.
give it a 4.5 out of 5. I think it's delicious.
4.5.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
4.5 out of 5.
Like mine?
Sure.
Of course you would.
Bonus beer for John.
Yay!
All right.
Whew. All right. Well, I guess that wraps up the fall beers for this year.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
So let's move on to dessert.
All right.
Go ahead.
And we're back.
Oh.
So, John still.
Man, this beer makes you feel alive. Let me tell you.
And we're skeletons.
Like
we're
right
technically
here. Yeah.
dead today, so that's saying a lot for him. We ordered pizza today. Side note, and the guy at the door told John that he could use it because he's all skin and bones. I love that guy. He was great.
Skin, though.
So dessert that we made for today are these pumpkin chocolate chip cookie sandwiches. Now, what's fun about these is that you use chocolate pudding mix. Makes the cookies like super soft. And they're great. John, no.
What? Sorry.
You can't eat them yet. You can't try them yet. But these are actually pretty easy to make. A lot of ingredients went into them, but it wasn't so bad. But yeah, the big thing was the dry instant pudding. You don't use milk or anything. You use cocoa powder or chocolate chips. Like it's like a heavy chocolate cookie. And the dough ended up being really thick. You just roll it into balls and like smush it into discs. On the cookie sheet, so you just bake them. Boom, done.
So disclaimer: we already tried this yesterday because we'd make them a day ahead of time.
Yeah, we had no time today to do it.
So
we've already taste tested.
Yeah, we already tasted them warm.
I already like them a whole lot.
They're pretty good.
They're perfect.
They're really good.
I mean, you could eat the cookies on their own, and they would still be like a complete delightful experience. But anyway, the middle section is this pumpkin frosting. It's just a ton of butter, a ton of shortening, pumpkin puree, sugar, and
powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar, very important. But yeah,
pumpkin puree and pumpkin pie mix.
Everything in these is delicious. So, onward.
The texture of these cookies
so soft.
Is great.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It's better cold.
Mm-hmm.
It's better cold. Wow.
Yeah, because they held up really well.
The icing.
The icing got better than yesterday. Because yesterday we tried it. It's pumpkin-y, but not like a super pumpkin-y. This is a good ratio of chocolate to pumpkin.
It's kind of like a gob, right?
Yeah, these remind me of gobs.
So, really good. It works. It works. It just works.
So yeah, I mean, if you're not a pumpkin fan, just don't like the icing. The cookies on their own are really good. But if you are, cookie sandwiches are the way to go.
I'm going to go ahead and say this is our best dessert.
I would agree. I'm already planning to make these for Thanksgiving because I like them so much.
I mean, we've had a lot of good things.
Yeah.
Fall-wise,
the last thing I rated a 5 was our the apple crumbles, I think, which were pretty solid. Or no, was it the caramel apple pies? Oh, I don't remember.
No, the last one. That was last week. I don't think we gave it a 5.
Are you sure? Because I really love pie.
I believe you.
I don't know.
I've seen you eat pie.
Yeah. But these are also a 5 for me. I think they're great. And I think
I'm going to give these a 5 too. They're delicious.
Yeah. And reader or watchers, I think you like them too.
You do have to like chocolate, but it's not too chocolatey. Chocolate goes great with this beer. So,
chocolate goes great with everything.
Yes, it does. So, yeah, awesome dessert. Going back through all the desserts we've had since we started, I thought that apple kuchen was really good. This beats it. It's not quite as fancy.
By a mile.
We had things that were really practical, like the Halloween bark was really fun.
Well, yeah, we're trying to find stuff that's not going to take you like 10 years to make, because by the time we make this stuff, after work and whatever, you don't want to be in the kitchen forever.
This was easy and delicious. So
yeah.
Let me just put these off to one side so we don't eat them all right now. All right, well, I guess that's the end of our episode. Thank you guys so much for what?
Wait a second. We're not done.
What is this?
What are these?
Are we in Canada?
Oh, wait, can I just give a shout out for a second?
To Canada. Stephen Harper. No. What a prime minister.
No. To Morgan Northey and everyone in my middle school French class. Because I know you're watching, middle school friends. Do you remember these? Coffee Crisp candy bars from Canada. We ordered these on Amazon.
So, I'm allergic to peanuts. Because I'm allergic to peanuts, I cannot have a lot of candy bars.
It's awful.
Well, for some reason, Nestle in the United States makes a lot of candy bars, but they all say may contain peanuts. Nestle in Canada makes a good deal of their candy in a nut-free facility. In fact, a lot of the candy bars I buy are from other countries, just for that reason. I don't know what it is, so that's a look at it. Are we backwards?
It'll switch.
Okay, cool.
It'll switch.
So you see that correctly. We don't.
Yeah.
So yeah, look at that. It has what I like about the foreign Nestle chocolate is it has a fun little Nestle logo and a heart thing.
Yeah, so Coffee Crisp. Okay, so in my middle school French class, my teacher was French Canadian.
Oui.
So she would always take.
I took Spanish.
She would take candy orders for us, to get cool candy from Canada. And this was one of the things that she brought back for us.
Oh, Canada.
So when he said he wanted to order these, I got so excited because this is like bringing me back to 6th, and 7th, and 8th grade.
So my first thoughts on they're
heavy.
A bit heftier than
solid.
I thought they would be.
They're solid candy bar. It's like a wafery kind of coffee candy bar. It's hard to describe, but
so yeah, there's one bar in here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a big bar.
Ta-da!
So it looks like a chocolate covered wafer, which it kind of is, but.
Now I should also say I love coffee. You like coffee flavored things, not so crazy about coffee.
But the taste of coffee, I can't really.
How are we gonna
split in half? No, God, no. We're not doing Lady in the Tramp.
Not Lady in the Tramping.
We didn't dress up as Lady in the Tramp.
I don't want to ruin the structural integrity of it.
It's fine. It'll be okay.
Okay, there we go.
See, perfect. Clean break.
Oh, it smells like.
Oh yeah, I mean it's immediate.
Smells great.
It's immediate. It's like the best smell of coffee.
So from what I understand, because I've watched some YouTube videos of other people eating candy, it is wafer with some sort of like creamy coffee flavor in the middle of it, and it's all surrounded by chocolate.
You watch people eat these?
I have.
Doesn't surprise me.
There's even an ASMR video showing people eating coffee crisp. All right, to Canada. It's really good flavor. Oh, yeah.
I want to hear your thoughts because I've had this before.
It's like it's a light coffee taste, and the coffee taste is kind of like when you get one of those.
It's nice and subtle.
Like when you're a kid and you're first starting to drink coffee and you don't really know how to drink coffee yet. So what you start buying are those instant coffees from those like big vending machines at convenience stores that are labeled like cappuccino. This is what that tastes like. It's so good. It's not too sweet.
I remember whenever I first got these, I mean, in middle school, I don't think most middle school kids even drink coffee. I mean, maybe they do now with Starbucks, but when I was in middle school, I didn't. But these weren't too coffee-y to me. I think it's just enough.
And it says on it, makes a light snack. How do you pronounce that? What was your French teacher's name again? Do we need to call her?
Madame Cousteau. But honestly, all I learned in middle school was like French chocolate, fun songs, and.
So you can't read that, is what you're saying?
No.
Okay.
Dessous, I guess. But I think people would probably eat this for breakfast. Like breakfast, dip it in your coffee.
So this tastes like those wafer cookies that I can never have because they always say may contain peanuts on them. With the vanilla cream, only it has coffee instead, and then it's covered in chocolate. That's good. I wish these were here because they're light. Yeah,
I've never seen them in America. I don't think. Although there is this crazy grocery store in Cincinnati called Jungle Gyms, and they might have them here because they have like crazy international section. So it's possible.
On another note, Jungle Gyms, if you want to sponsor us. our emails and our
we're
descriptions.
we're open to it.
Also, Nestle,
Yeah.
if you want to. So
Yeah, we're still waiting for those first sponsors to just roll in.
really good. Not like any candy bar I've ever had.
No, it's not. It's not overtly candy bar. It's more candy
So
cookie.
I'm still looking for a real classic candy bar that is completely peanut free in a peanut free facility. I'm still looking for that.
Like stuff that
was really
with filling. You know.
You know what would make this better? Would be fun size versions.
Yeah, if they cut it in half, because I think it's kind of hard. It's thick. It's hard to eat. And you just chop it up into bite-sized pieces. Actually, we could just do that now. It'd be great. Sorry, we're not having an earthquake.
But I mean, a fun size version would be great because it's very balanced. Ooh. It's not. It's sweet.
It's rich.
It's not too sweet.
I think it's a little rich,
but not too rich.
Yeah.
It's crunchy,
but not too
really
crunchy.
Good. Really good. I give that 4 Canadas out of 5.
Yeah, I'd say. Well, see, my candy bar portfolio.
We get it. You can have
will.
whatever you want. Yeah.
So I'm giving those 3.5. No, 3.75 because they're fun and quirky, international and whatnot. So.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, unfortunately, this brings us to the end of fall. Fall's my favorite time of year, but the good news is we get to move on to Amber's favorite time of year.
Well, I like fall a lot too, but the holidays, Christmas time is
defensive.
So much fun. What?
What? We are going.
No, what was that? I don't understand.
I said you were being defensive.
Oh, I thought I said offensive, eh?
No.
And I was like, what did I say?
No.
Okay.
You're not, no.
But I really enjoy Christmas and times.
So, we will be going on hiatus.
Just for a little.
For a few weeks.
Take a break.
Maybe we'll come back after Thanksgiving. Who knows? There's not really Thanksgiving-themed beers.
No, unless you get...
But I think yesterday...
you know what we could review if we absolutely had to?
What could we review since we're talking out loud?
It's not alcohol, but it's...
Well, what's the point?
Oh, what are they called? Joe's Soda. They have those awful Thanksgiving, like, here's a turkey-flavored soda. I'm sure we would like 0 out of 5. Anyway, we'll probably be back around Christmas, so that's going to be great.
So we'll come back and we will be doing holiday desserts and holiday beers. I think
and maybe mulled cider.
Just 2 days ago, I think Great Lakes had their release party for the Christmas Ale. So
already?
I think so. I think I saw some signs for it in Oakland.
Well, too early.
So hey, it's just beer. So get excited for that. I have a lot of holiday beers that I like because I like nice malty beers and that's what they are.
Well, I like stuff too.
We already determined it's your favorite time of year. Okay, this is going on for 30 minutes. Let's stop. Anyway, thank you guys. Fall's been great. Yeah. So is Oktoberfest. We'll see you at the holidays.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween!